Good morning, everyone. And I just said good morning because it's just about to go 8 a.m. Indochina time. That's if you live in Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand. And it's just about to go 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be Sunday evening in New York on the East Coast. And here where I am, it's Monday morning. And we're looking at gold, XAU USD on the 15-minute chart. If I lose connection a little bit, it's my computer doesn't seem to want to wake up this morning. I've had my first cup of tea and now my first cup of coffee. I got up early. I got up for the uh, Tokyo opening. I've been watching the chart for about an hour, and that's this first red candle here. You see, that's the Tokyo opening. So I expected when the market opened today that we would get this push up to higher prices. That was what I was looking for, but I didn't quite expect that we would get this pullback here, such a big pullback with the Tokyo opening. Sometimes when Tokyo opens, they will just go like a rocket to higher prices when you have this bullish bias that we have right now with gold. Then we got another, after that first 15-minute candle with Tokyo, then we got a bullish candle, then another bearish candle. And now we got a small bullish candle before Singapore and Shanghai open in about 3 minutes. And we'll see which direction they are going to go. And I already have a trade open. I trade in the Tokyo market. I took a long trade. I should have waited a little bit to see how this is going to play out. My usual time is when the Singapore and Shanghai market open, but I thought Tokyo might make a big run to higher prices, and they haven't done that. So we cannot predict the market. And I'll show you my chart why I made that why I made that decision in just a few minutes after we get a few people coming in. I did not make the trade on the 15-minute chart. I was on the 1-minute chart. And I saw this liquidity sweep here and thought that that was all it was going to do, and then was going to go to higher prices, so I went long. Now I'm in just a little bit of a loss, but I think we're going to see higher prices today throughout the Asian session, and probably in the London session it might go sideways, and then certainly in the New York session I think we'll see higher prices again. If you remember, on Friday we closed at 5108, and I did an analysis over the weekend, and I said that our first resistance is 5160, and that's right there. And I said it would be quite easy for gold to go to 5160, and it did that in the first hour today. As soon as the market opened, it broke above that. And in fact, it went up to 5172. So the bias is definitely bullish. We've seen a little bit of indecision, a little bit of caution with the Tokyo market. Oh, who is this guy? Nesna.com. I don't know. Some people have nothing better to do than post spam. So another 30 seconds before Singapore and Shanghai open, and let's see what they're going to do. Just Kevin, good morning from Southeast Asia. How you doing in Australia? You in Sydney and Melbourne, Brisbane? Thanks for tuning in. I just got started about 10 minutes ago with the live, although I've been watching the chart since the Tokyo Open 1 hour ago. Oh, in Melbourne. Yeah, I remember now. You've been here before. So I got up early today and I took a long trade in the Tokyo market. I should have waited a little bit, but we never know exactly. I just trusting my analysis and my strategy. I'll show you the chart, the reason I took that trade in just a moment. So Singapore and Shanghai have opened now. Now let's see what they're going to do. Not much action just yet. It's all hanging around this 5150 zone. You see that that orange line there is resistance. So it's just kind of hanging around that 5150, the round number, strong support resistance level. But I'm pretty sure we'll get up to our next level, which is that one's at, don't know what number that is. Let me adjust this a little bit and put those on the left. Okay, 5192 is our next resistance level. 5192. Where we are now is 5150, just hanging around that zone. But our next level is 5192. And it should get on up there. Whether or not it'll do it quickly, I don't know. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Raj, how you doing, buddy? New week, bullish bias. We're just going to push it up. We did get a big blast with the initial opening of New Zealand, but then Tokyo decided to do a liquidity sweep, caught me a little bit off guard there. I didn't expect it to be such a big drop, and I did go long. And I'll just switch over to that chart and show you why I did that. I did it on the 1-minute chart. Let me save this one. Okay, now I'll go to my 1-minute chart. I hope I don't lose the screen sharing when I do this. That has happened before. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I've still got my screen share on there. And I make notes on my chart. I do a screenshot and I add it to my journal. So you can see what happened here. Here was the first big candle, the first candle of the Tokyo opening. And then we got a big wick down here, and then it started to move back up. So I actually took a long trade right here on this candle. And as you can see in my notes, I entered early. Yeah, I know. After an apparent liquidity sweep, that's what a liquidity sweep looks like. However, it would have been better to wait 3 or 4 minutes after the opening. If I'd have waited right in here, I probably wouldn't have taken that long trade just then. I might have taken it right over in here, a little bit better price. But it's all good. I've got my stop loss down here. That's a $30 stop loss, a little bit more than I like to have, but I reduced my lot size, so I reduced my risk. And then initially, my take profit is up here at 51.93. That's our next level of resistance. But now that can change if the market progresses and starts to move to higher prices. Then I'll maybe do a trailing stop, or I'll move that take profit up there, or I might take partial profit. You know, you've got several different options once you're in a winning trade. So that's why I took that, because I was excited about, the start of a new week and the bullish bias. And Tokyo sometimes will just take off and blast up like a rocket, but they didn't do that today. And of course, we cannot predict the market, so I just trusted what I saw, and protected my trade. The stop loss was good. And then we did actually go into a little bit of profit there, but I didn't take it. I didn't take anything there because I want to hold this. The bias is bullish, and I want to hold this throughout the day if I can. But we'll see how it plays out. Yep, if I get up here around this area here, then I'll move my stop loss above break even. Oh, you're long from Friday. Oh, congratulations. Wow. Let's just give Raj a round of applause, man. That's well done, buddy. Well done. You're long from Friday. Man, that is super. So you're looking good. You're looking good because we had that massive move up. Let me go back to my 15-minute chart. Yeah, we had that massive move up. It closed at 51.08, and I did my analysis over the weekend. I said we would easily get up to 51.60, and it did that like in the first hour. In fact, it went way above that. It went to 51.70 in the first hour. So that's 51. What was that? 51.08 to 51.70. A $60 move. Well done, Raj. Yeah, that Friday trade was just awesome. That was incredible. What happened there? Yeah, 5,300 is a good target. We got to get to 5,200 first, though. Yeah, I'm right at break even now. Okay. If you lose me on here and my screen just disappeared. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My computer doesn't want to wake up this morning, and I did say that when I got started. It was really sluggish this morning, but we're all good. So what I wanted to do was, let me see here if I can get back to where I was. Okay, so we're still on the 15-minute chart. I wanted to scroll back and look at what happened on Friday. This was amazing. This was amazing. This right here was the opening of New York. All this nonsense in here. And guys, you know what this is. Okay, gold is going up, 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 and everybody's buying, 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 buying. And then what happened? Bang, huge drop. And everybody's asking me in Telegram, what's going on with gold? And most retail traders probably saying, well, okay, it's turned around, it's gone bearish, so we'll start selling. Well, this was what's called a liquidity graph. And you know, the market, the institutions, the central banks, the hedge fund managers, they all go to higher prices because gold is bullish. But they need liquidity to do that. So they come down and knock out all the stop losses, all the pending orders, and then when that liquidity is back in the market, then you got some here, and they're sitting good now, sitting real good now. But that was a great. I really enjoyed watching that on Friday. This is where a lot of retail traders get trapped. Is in a big candle like this one. They start going the wrong direction, and then they get knocked out. Let's go back over to our 15-minute chart here, to today's. That was the 15-minute chart, but now we want to look at today. Here we go. Yeah, it keeps breaking above this 51.50. I got a little bit of profit just now while I was talking, and then it comes back down. That's okay. Patience is the key to success. Oh, we had the 4 hour. Oh, you got in right on that candle. Oh, well done. That sounds like an experienced trader talking. We had the 4 hour during Asia go neutral. Could see price curling back up. Yes, I believe we will start. I think we'll see higher prices today, but we got to break definitively above this 51.50 zone. You see, it's just almost it breaks above my red trend line here, and then I'll add to a winning trade. If that happens, I'll add to a winning trade. If it breaks above this, I'll add to a winning trade and I'll move my stop loss up just a little bit. Mm. Yes, on Friday, we went from bearish to neutral. Very, very possible. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh man, this thing just playing around right now. But I've been seeing this the last couple of weeks where used to we would get a good move with the start of the Singapore and Shanghai opening. But the last couple of weeks, it just kind of plays around for the first hour, and then maybe it's even less than that that it starts to do something. But that's just the way the market is. The market is not for us, it's not against us. The market just moves, and we have to adapt to the changing conditions. Trust our strategy, be patient, and accept that there will be losses sometimes. Oh, hey, Howard. Good morning to you. Nice to see you here today. Yes, definitely, Kevin. We're, waiting to see. That's what initially got gold running again, was the talk about the Iran issue. And then Trumpy Dumpty comes out and says, well, he'll give them another 10 or 15 days. So that kind of cooled things off momentarily, but that is certainly a very serious geopolitical concern that uh, can move gold to higher prices if something starts to happen over there. And that's why I was telling everybody, don't hold your trades over the weekend because you don't know what's going to happen. But I guess you did anyway, Raj, and that's fine. It's worked out for you. So still getting a little bit of a lot of just some indecision here. It's going to take a bit before this kicks off. Apparently, this white line here. This is my stop loss on that trade that I took with the opening of Tokyo. I took my first trade over here, long trade, and this is my stop loss here. So well below the trend line. It's a $30 stop loss, more than I like to take, but I did reduce my lot size, so I reduced my risk. And another thing people are concerned about is the oil. We just look at the oil. Oh, oil dropping down. There's been concerns that the price of oil would start to increase, and we've been seeing that. If you scroll back a little bit here, we were seeing that once they started talking about Iran again, then the price of oil did go up. But now that things have cooled off a little bit and potentially prolonged any kind of a conflict, then the price drops back down to where it is now, $65. It got up to $60, $67, right on that 51.50. Right on that 51.50. Needs to break above that and stay above it. Oh, here come the buyers. Really? Let's see. Let's see what they do. We need to break above 51.50 and stay above it. It broke above it here, fell down below, broke above again, fell down below, broke above, fell down below. That's a tough nut to crack right now. 51.50. Here come the buyers, Roy says. I don't see too many buyers coming in yet, but I believe they will. I believe they will. I mean, we got up, what was our all-time high? Our all-time high was what, 5,600, I believe? Let me go back and look at my day chart. 5598. So you could say 5,600 was our all-time high, and now we're basically $500 below that, $450 below that. So lots of room to move up and test that all-time high and maybe go for a new all-time high. I would love this if it just kind of eases its way up gradually to my downward trend line, and then break above that, and I'll add to this winning trade. That's where I will implement my trend line strategy. But as I told you, I didn't take this trade on the trend line strategy. I went to the 1 minute chart when Tokyo opened and thought I was being clever and catch a good move on this liquidity sweep, but I got in a little bit too early. But it's okay. I'm in profit. It's all right. Yeah, come on now. Now the buyers are coming in. Let's see. On our second 15-minute candle, I'd like to see a massive green momentum candle. It must have heard me talking. This is 6 minutes into our next candle. Somebody must have heard me talking. Let's cheer on the buyers. Do any of you guys watch hockey? The NHL? That was a great match last night between the USA and Canada. A really good match. The USA won it in overtime, 2-1. It was 1-1 for the whole three periods, and then they had overtime, and the USA knocked it in. The first time they won gold in 46 years. That was a long time coming. It was a really good match. A really good match. I don't know, does Australia even have a hockey team? Now 51.57. Go, baby, go. 51.58. Yeah, this is looking better now. Looking much better now. We should be able to get up to 51.92, our next resistance level there, without any difficulty. Maybe not in this first hour, but I think we will get up there. And then I don't know what the next level is after that. It's going to be about 5,200. Let me just put my other, got the wrong one. 52.77. That's quite a ways up. Might get there in the New York session. I don't put too many of these lines on my chart. It scrunches up my candles. I just like to put the immediate levels on. 51.58. Oh, you're really ambitious today, Raj. Let's go. Well, you have a trade that's already well in profit, so you've added to a winning trade. That's a good move. Good move. And my strategy is to wait till it breaks above my downward trend line here, and then I will add to a winning trade. On prop intraday longs, which prop firm are you using, Raj? I may have asked you before. I don't remember. 51.54, dropping down just a little bit. Another 5 minutes on this candle. At least it did get higher than the previous candle. Just want to see it close above 51.50. Oh yeah, Top Step. I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Yeah, they've got a good reputation, Top Step. Oh, cool. Daily payouts. Well, 51.52. Boy, that 51.50 is holding strong. 51.57. Come on. Another 2 minutes on this candle. Now it's kicking in. Let's get a good close above that 51.50. Okay, 51.58. Can we get 51.60 on this candle? 5 seconds to go. No, it's going to close at 51.59. But that's looking good. Looking good. Is anybody else in a gold trade? Kevin, Howard, you guys, are you in a gold trade right now? Raj is holding since Friday. He's in good profit. He's added to a winner. I went long today with the opening of the Tokyo market. Anybody else got a gold trade going? 51.55. Give us a pin bar, a wick, and then get up there and break that red trend line. Oh, looks like I lost my screen again. There we go. The old computer's working hard today. There we go. That's what I want to see. That's the wick. Now I keep going up there and hit that downward trend line. Hit that downward trend line, break above it, and close above it, and I will take another trade. Oh, man. This is so much fun. Oh, I just noticed Bitcoin is down to 65. Wow. Been hanging around 30 at 67. I don't really care what the price is. I just buy on a regular basis, at least once a month, sometimes every couple of weeks. Boy, the old Singapore Shanghai market really hasn't kicked in very well, like I was expecting it to. But again, gold has cooled off a little bit because of Trumpty Dumpty saying he'll give Iran another 10 or 15 days before he decides to bomb the hell out of them. So we could see not too strong bullish action this week, but things can change from day to day. You don't know what he's going to do when he wakes up in the morning. I don't think he knows what he's going to do. Yeah, slow back from holiday. That Chinese New Year was something else. Oh, we got so many Chinese people in Thailand. It's unbelievable. They're just everywhere. I went to the mall yesterday to have something to eat. Couldn't even get a seat. All the places are just packed out. And they have long, that Chinese New Year is not one day like we celebrate New Year's. It's not one day event. It just goes on forever, it seems. It's at least a week. And I'm sure a lot of the people a lot of the Chinese take even more than that. Officially, yeah, I think it's only 3 days, but they extend it. So I'm going to hang in here for another till the finish of this candle, and let's see what if we're going to get in the next 7 or 8 minutes. But it's pretty slow, pretty slow. This is why a lot of people don't like to trade the Asian market because it's slow. It certainly doesn't move like the U.S. market, but I like that it's reliable. It's fairly easy to find the direction, although it is slow. And then London session, I don't trade that at all. While I look at it, I look at the chart, but I just see a lot of sideways movement in the London session. Now, I probably will be going live again on the London session. That's at 3 p.m. Indochina time. That is 6 hours and 20 minutes from now, if anybody wants to join. And I'll probably do the New York session tonight. Maybe just a brief one in the London session, just to have a look, see where we are. And then I really am liking the New York session. I've started trading that this year. I didn't used to, but I've got a new strategy that I use on the New York session, and it's working out very well. Only watch it for about an hour. because for me, it's quite late. Not as late as for you guys in Australia and New Zealand, but it's still late for me. I go to bed after midnight, usually 1 a.m., and the market closes at 4 a.m. my time. That's a little bit late for me. Although, 'you can, but it'll make you crazy. So we're getting a doji on this 15-minute candle, still at 51.58, 51.57. And I'll just announce while I'm just waiting for this candle to finish that if anybody wants to ever telegram me, my ID is at RickRayFX. That is my main messaging service. If you want to contact me directly, and I'm usually very, very quick to reply on Telegram. And of course, if you're new here, you can check out my website. That's rickrayfx.com for more information about trading, prop trading, EA trading. There's free indicators on the website. So check that out, rickrayfx.com. Okay, now this is looking really good. Yeah, 51.63. Go, baby, go. So that second trade you added in there, Raj, is already in profit. Let's rub our hands together. Oh, oh, oh boy, I love it. That's about, it's only about $10 above where I took my trade. No trend line before the hour. We still got another 4 minutes on this candle. Slow, slow train. Yes, sir. Let's go. Cooking with Presto Light. 51.65. Where's my trend line there at 51.70? 51.66. Oh, I love it. So this is the uh, 2 more minutes on this candle. 51.65. 30 seconds to go on this candle. What's it going to do? So the next candle should break above my downward trend line. But whether or not it will close above the downward trend line, that's what I'm waiting for. Break above and close, and then I'll take another trade. We might very well see higher prices up here. Where's 5,200, just above our resistance zone there. 5,200 will be a hard nut to crack, but you never know. It might just fly through that. And then 5,220, all those round numbers. Okay, the last candle for this hour has started, and typically getting a little bit of a retracement. What we want to see is another wick and then a big push up. Not getting any really big momentum candles. We want to see a big green candle like this red one here. Well, the bias is definitely bullish. Wonder what I've got over there. Hmm, pretty good sizable pullback here. Maybe going to come down and test this 5150 again. Yeah, a little grab. Hey, that's just what it does. 4 green candles and 1 red candle. Nothing unusual. That's just how the market moves. And remember, sometimes on the hour, it will do a reversal. Not always, but sometimes. Now we get in that wick. Yeah, it might pull back a little bit, but I'm pretty confident we'll see some continuation. I really don't think gold is going to turn bearish on us. There we go. That's looking good, eh? 51.66 again. Yeah, love those wicks, those bullish wicks. Another 10 minutes on this candle, eh? 51.67. This is where you need to detach your emotions from trading and just understand that the market just moves. It does what it does. I'm going to stick around for this. I was going to sign out earlier, but I'm still here. This is exciting to watch. I wonder, let me go over and look at my MT5 and see if I could move my stop loss above break even, but that's a little bit too close. One, say, 51.63. Okay, risk off. I like the sound of that. Oh, 51.58. Oh, oh, oh. Well, nothing goes up forever, nothing goes down forever. I did say it might come back to test this 5150 again. We've got this strong support and resistance level. Yeah, pull back. It's just what that's what the market does. Currencies, commodities, crypto, indexes, they all do that. Retracement, pullback, and then go again. It looks like it wants to test this 5150 again. Another 4 minutes on this candle. Still got everybody watching here, but everybody's gone quiet. I haven't heard much from Howard today. He did say hello, but hasn't been chatting. And Kevin is in Melbourne. He's been quiet also. I like you guys sharing your trades with me. I share mine with you. I show you my losses. I show you my mistakes. Right? I like knowing what other people are doing. Really happy for 2.5 minutes here on this candle. Let's see what it's going to do. Okay. Forming that wick again. Another 1 minute and I'm going to sign out. And I will come back in the London session in 6 hours from now. You know, some people here, but nobody commenting. That's okay. Although I really like to hear the comments. Sometimes we have some great sessions here with other people commenting. Usually Howard has a lot to say. Today he's very quiet. And I have to admit, I haven't been very regular on my live YouTubes, but that's going to change starting today because I was in Kathmandu. I caught a cold there, but I've gotten over that now. So I'm raring to go. Back in the saddle. Be consistent. Okay, another 5 seconds. Ah, okay. It's really hard to tell right on the hour which direction it's gonna go. Let's just look at the 1-hour chart. The trend lines don't look correct on there, but that's okay. So we had the massive move up with the open today, and then a bit of a pullback, liquidity grab, and then another decent move up. Okay, now we're getting some green. We'll go back. That looks good on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. So whether or not it will continue, time will tell. Thank you very much, Raj. I really appreciate those positive comments like that. It does. It is motivating for me. So I'm going to sign out, guys. Thank you all for being here, those of you that were here. And I do appreciate it. Don't forget to click that like button and share if you can. It does help the channel. And if you want to join me in London, I will definitely be here in 6 hours from now. So enjoy your trading, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good day.